This is Indian Country Today.
Esquili, yes, thank you for joining us. I'm Patty Tholohungva. Here are the headlines for Friday, August 14th, 2020. U.S. Senator Jon Tester is taking the FBI and the BIA to task following an increased number of deaths on the Northern Cheyenne Indian Reservation in Montana. Senator Tester is calling for both agencies to be more transparent and accountable and improve public safety on the reservation. The Billings Gazette reports in the last 2 months there have been 2 deaths on the reservation, and there are several more, which prompted the tribal president to write to Tester about her concerns. Tester noted the tribal president's alarm in a letter he sent to the 2 agencies earlier this week. He wrote in part, "Over the past few months, multiple Northern Cheyenne tribal members have been found dead on the Northern Cheyenne Reservation, including Christy Woodenthigh, Kamani Littlebird, and Lonnie Flatness. It is clear that more attention and resources are necessary." He is urging both agencies to direct all available resources towards the investigations. He also wants them to improve communication with the tribe and the families of the deceased. Tester sits on the Senate Indian Affairs Committee. Chumash Indians in California are campaigning to have a street name changed. Indio Muerto, or Dead Indian, is the name of the street. Barbareño Chumash people say around 80,000 Chumash Indians died between 1840 and 1870, a time that reflects Santa Barbara's colonial dark history.
I think it's incredibly outdated and should not be allowed. It's very disrespectful to the native population in Santa Barbara. I think that the city council should definitely vote to change it.
According to the Santa Barbara Independent, more than 100 people voiced similar comments to the Neighborhood Advisory Council. The Advisory Council met this week and voted unanimously to recommend to the full City Council to change the name. That vote could come in the fall. The Chumash are suggesting the name Hutash, which means Earth Mother. A leader of the American Indian movement in Minneapolis is facing felony charges for his role in taking down a statue of Christopher Columbus. Michael Forcia said he was the one who organized protesters last month to pull down the statue that stood in front of the state capitol. He also coordinated the protest with law enforcement, who agreed not to have anyone arrested on site that day as long as he was able to keep the crowd peaceful. He did that and told the crowd to stand back as officers removed the body of the statue. He is now charged with felony destruction of property. The Star Tribune reports the statue is being housed until the state leaders determine what to do with it. The Capitol Arts and Architectural Planning Board is now looking at a new and more defined process for removing statues that are offensive. Forcia is set to make his first appearance in court on September 4th. A coloring book is helping to get the message out about COVID-19 to tribal citizens in New Mexico. Studis NM is a joint effort between New Mexico Indian Affairs Department, the state's Human Services Department, and tribes. Artist Ricardo Cate from the Santo Domingo Pueblo created the cartoons. One shows the coronavirus in the form of a smoke signal. Another one has a man washing his hands in a stream with a raccoon. While the coloring book is aimed at youth, it's sure to spark interest in people of all ages. The coloring book is needed because data shows the tribes make up 34% of all COVID-positive cases in the state. Besides raising awareness of the virus, the act of coloring is also known to reduce stress and anxiety. The coloring books will be distributed to tribes and is also available for download. And now for an update on COVID-19 in Indian Country, let's go to Jordan Bennett-Begay. Jordan?
Yate Patty, Yate Shikisto Shidinaem. Many countries are rushing to develop a COVID-19 vaccine as cases and deaths continue to climb around the world. In the United States, there are more than 150 vaccines under development, and 2 of those potential vaccines have begun phase 3 testing. The phase 3 trial tests the experimental vaccine on thousands of people to make sure it works and it is safe, which could take months. But with all this vaccine talk, there are still so many questions. One is cost, and some estimates are saying that the novel coronavirus vaccine could cost $500 or more. And if that's true, the vaccinating Indian Country alone would be $1.28 billion, and the United States would exceed $150 billion. And the next question is who would get the vaccine first? And Indian Health Service Director Rear Admiral Meraki said that the IHS is involved in these vaccine conversations. He said, quote, "We're party to these once a vaccine develops and what the distribution plan could and should be, and whether it should mirror what we do for other vaccines like the flu vaccine, that certain populations get the vaccine earlier than others, like first responders, healthcare workers, and those in special groups like elders and children, and those who might be immune compromised." Now here's a look at the latest numbers in Indian country from our database. There are 19,650 positive cases and 704 deaths in the Indian health system. Again, that is a total of 19,650 positive cases and 704 deaths as of August 14th.
Jordan Benebigay, thank you so much.
This is Indian Country Today.